move ahead and welcome the first management of the show. DreamFolks Services, the travel and lifestyle experiences company, announced foray into highway dining for travelers. The service is to be available at over 600 outlets along key highways across the country. Members of DreamFolks can now have specially designed meals at popular restaurants on more than 60 highway routes from major cities, including Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai and Kolkata. To discuss the impact of this and a lot more, we are joined by Liberatha Peter Kallat, the Chairperson and MD at DreamFolks. Liberatha, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, it's an interesting expansion that the company has gone into. Can you explain to us what kind of investments will you be making here? What the impact of this expansion be on your balance sheet and P&L as well, of course?
Good morning. So as you know that, our business is an asset-light business, right? So in terms of investment, I would say that, the only investment is about the technology, what we actually have to, invest. So as such, there is no such, I would say, investment required for this. In terms of the benefit, I would say that, if you have actually seen the way we have added different set of services in the travel, in terms of the airport services, then again in railways. So this is one of the, I would say, the entry into highways, because we feel that, the way the government has initiated, and if you actually see in terms of the infrastructure as well, the way it has changed, and also now with the AV stations coming in. So yes, we see a huge opportunity there. And we also have seen that, yes, there is a huge interest as well from our existing set of clients who would want to offer these benefits to their consumers.
Liberatha, hi, morning. This is Reema here. Can you give us a breakup of your current revenues? How much comes from airports? How much from railways, visa application centers, highways? And what exactly is the kind of work that you will be doing for highways? And is there any kind of synergy?
So Reema, yes, the majority of our revenue is from, the airport. And the major contributor, of course, is the lounge. But however, if I have to actually talk about the other services as well, I would say that, from 2022 to now, I mean, we have actually grown. So the contribution from the other services, which were hardly 2%, now the other services have started contributing nearly around 8%. So I would say that is the growth in the other services. In terms of railways, I would say that right now the numbers are pretty small in compared to what the airport lounges are. But I would say that, the way it is growing, it is actually growing month on month around more than 50% right now.
Okay. So just to get the numbers right, non-airport lounge business is about 92% of your revenues today, is 8% of your revenues, right?
8%.
Versus 2% about in 2022. And this business and this non-lounge airport business includes railways, highways, and visa application centers. Is that correct?
It majorly actually it's meet and assist services at the airport. Then you also have the spas, the airport transfer, the golf. So these are the services which actually contribute.
Okay. Can you give us a sense of what the take rates would be like in the highway dining center versus the current, the bigger business that you have? I just wanted to understand the margin profile of this new expansion that you'll be making.
So the take rate would be, I would say 50% to what the airport lounges are. Or maybe 50 to 60%, I would say, less than the airport lounge rates. In terms of the margins, I would say that, we will try and maintain a similar margin. But yes, the other services compared to the airport lounges would be at a higher margins.
Have you assessed the total addressable market for this new offering of yours catering to highways? What's the TAM?
Right now, actually, if you look at it, that we are, focusing more on the bank cards. So obviously, it's around 100 million credit cards which are under circulation. And in terms of the usage, if you actually look at even the airport services, what we are presently doing, it's around only, I would say, 4% is what the usage is. So I would say that, right now the focus is more on the credit and the debit card. So I would say that would be the focus market for us.
No, sorry, I was asking about this current, new venture that you've gotten into, catering to highways. What is the total addressable market or the opportunity size?
So I would say the opportunity size, which, I think the report also had come for 2019, it was around 1.7 billion. And it is growing at a CAGR of 20% year on year. And that is what is, I would say that the addressable market is.
Okay. Liberatha, I wanted to understand the guidance that you've given for FY25. Does it take into consideration this expansion that you've made, or you would like to revise it upwards? Or by when do you expect contribution to come in meaningfully from the highway dining?
So obviously highway was already a plan, and when we actually gave the projection, this was already considered because this was a plan what we wanted to do it. As we always mentioned that that all these services would start contributing in a larger scale in next 2 to 3 years. So I would say that around 20 to 25% of the other services contribution would be to the top line. So yeah, in terms of absolute value, I mean, if I have to talk about the percentage, yes, it would be around 20 to 25% on the top line in next 2 to 3 years.
Okay, and your FY25 guidance, 20% top line growth, gross margins 11 to 13%, EBITDA margins 7 to 9%. Do you maintain that?
Yes, we'll maintain the same.
Okay. All right, Liberatha, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining in today and letting us know everything about these new segment plans and the outlook going forward as well. It's time to slip into a break. When we come back, we'll discuss what's buzzing in the commodity space with Manisha Gupta. Stay tuned for that.